Bonjour tout le monde. Voilà. Bonjour tout le monde. J'espère que vous allez tous très bien aujourd'hui. Pardon, juste une minute s'il vous plaît. Voilà. J'espère que vous allez tous très bien aujourd'hui. Aujourd'hui, it's a new month, so it is July. So aujourd'hui, c'est le 2 juillet 2020. Oh, pardon. It's a new way to say. I was just thinking. So, très bien. J'espère que vous allez tous très bien aujourd'hui. Aujourd'hui, je voudrais vous partager. I would like to share with you a lesson about la ville et les contractions. So, I'm going to be teaching you vocabulary about the city, as well as like places in the city, like the library, the school, the hospitals, and so forth. And also, I'm going to be teaching contractions because contractions, they're a little different. Like contractions in English, like we say don't, won't, shouldn't, so forth. They don't really have that in French. They do it a little differently, but the contractions in French, they're used when you they're used to like to go to a place, or when you have the definite article, like at the. So I'm going to teach you how to do that as well. So bien, on va commencer avec la leçon. Excusez-moi. Bon. Ok, vocabulaire, la ville. La ville, qu'est-ce que ça veut dire? La ville. Voilà. La ville means the city. The city. Bon, on va commencer. Répétez après moi, s'il vous plaît. Repeat after me, please. L'aéroport. L'aéroport. The airport. La banlieue. La banlieue. That's a suburb. La banque. The bank. La bibliothèque. The library. In the definite article, la or le l'apostrophe is in front of it because it's usually, excuse me, it's usually a specific place. Like you have like the library in that town, you know? Okay, très bien. Le cinéma, the movie theater, or in French you could also say le ciné, that's like more like with your friends and so forth. Le centre-ville, that's downtown. L'école, school. L'église, church. La gare, train station. L'hôpital, hospital. L'immeuble, the building. Le lycée, high school. Le magasin, a store. Le musée, museum. Le park. Le pont, bridge. Le restaurant, restaurant. La route, road. Le supermarché, supermarket. L'université, university. L'usine, factory. And there are more that that involve. Let's repeat them after me. Let's do them one more time before we move on, because we're going to be using them in this exercise as well as these contractions. So let's do this one more time together. So, vocabulaire, la ville. On a l'aéroport, the airport. La banlieue, the suburb. La banque, the bank. Like not like a bank, like a river bank. That's like a bank, like a monetary bank. La bibliothèque, the library. Le cinéma, movie theater. Le centre-ville, downtown. L'école, school. L'église, church. La gare, train station. L'hôpital, hospital. L'immeuble, building. That's like a building, like an apartment building. Le lycée, high school. Le magasin, store. Le musée, museum. Now notice musée, even though it ends in an E, notice the definite article, it's le. And le is masculine. So usually there's a rule in French, like here, like la gare, even though it ends in an E, so usually the definite article turns feminine. But in this case, le musée, it's masculine. There are just some that you just have to memorize. Le parc, park, le pont, bridge, le restaurant, restaurant, la route, the road, le supermarché, supermarket, l'université, university, et l'usine, factory. Très bien. Ok, aussi. On va un petit exercice de grammaire aussi. Grammaire. Pas grand-mère, grammaire. Grand-mère, like grandmother, non, non. C'est grammaire. Les contractions. Très bien. Les contractions. The prepositions a means at or to, and the, of or from, contract with the definite articles le, les. And also, and notice that la et l'apostrophe do not contract. I'll show you what I mean here. So just keep in mind for this now that we're going to be using the prepositions a and de in both sides. A meaning at or to, and de meaning of or from. And just know that they contract, meaning that they turn a little differently into they turn a little differently when using the definite article le et les. But with la et l'apostrophe, they do not. So watch what I mean. So we have a plus le is equal to o, or is o, au. So this would be used for something that's masculine, like musée. Je vais au musée. I'm going to the museum. A plus les, o. Notice the same pronunciation, o, except there's an x at the end, and you just have to memorize the x. You just have to know when you see an x at the end of a word in French, for the most part, it signifies that it has plurality. So a plus les equals o. You could say les bibliothèques. Je vais aux bibliothèques. And you just have to it sounds like you're saying au, but you just have to look at the sentence structure. A la equals a la. This is what I was talking about up here. Notice that la et elle do not contract. So you just contract. You just say it. A la. And a l'apostrophe equals a l'apostrophe. So comme à l'hôpital, à la banque, par exemple. De plus le equals du. So du musée, je ne sais pas, du lycée. I was thinking of things to say that relate. De plus les, des. So we could say something like des banques, par exemple. I'm just trying to think of examples. Des banques. De plus la equals de la banlieue, from the suburb, basically, that's how it translates to. And de plus l'apostrophe equals de l'apostrophe. Let's say it's, you don't pronounce like that, but it's de l'apostrophe. And that's like something like de l'hôpital. And you remember that in French, the H isn't technically a vowel, but they treat it like a vowel, but it's not a vowel like the A-E-I-O-U. They treat it as a vowel because it has like a harder sound and they want things to flow, you know. French, they like things when they like when things flow. So they like à l'hôpital, you know, à l'hôpital. Because if you put, since hôpital is masculine, if you put the definite article le in front of it, listen to this. À l'hôpital. À l'hôpital. You see how the is hard? It's like a hard sound. So if you put the l'hôpital, it's not pretty. And the French people, the French language, like they call them liaison. Liaison is when you have a consonant followed by a vowel and it's apostrophized to make it flow. So à l'hôpital, à l'église, I don't know. I can't think of anything else off the top of my head right now. À l'école, à l'église, à l'hôpital, l'immeuble, par exemple. Très bien. So that was just a little thing I wanted to show you about liaison. Bon. So just to recap this little section. So the prepositions a means the at or to, and de, of, or from contract with the definite articles le et les. So the masculine and the plural definite article. Notice that la et l'apostrophe do not contract. This is the feminine, and this is the apostrophized. It's really, so usually it takes a masculine form, the l'apostrophe. Excusez-moi. Bon. Exercice 4.6. Translate to French. Traduit en français. Okay, exemple. I am going to the castle. Je vais au château. Château is not in here. Château is le château. Excusez-moi. Le château. So we know they use o. A plus o. A plus le equals o. So I'm going to the castle. Je vais au château. Très bien. Okay. So now we're going to be using this construct. I'll show you. We're going to be using the verb aller conjugated. In this context, we're just using the je vais form. Je vais. Now, you know how in English we have two verbs right here. I am going. In French, they don't really, you wouldn't say je suis vais, even though you know that je suis means I am going. Je suis, no. If you say, you wouldn't say je suis vais, or you wouldn't say je suis allé, because if you say je suis allé, that's the passé composé. That's a totally different tense. That's saying I went in French. It may look on paper that you're saying je suis allé, I am going, but that's not correct. So in French, if you want to say, there's really no, they don't categorize between I go and I am going, or I eat or I am eating, or I speak and I am speaking. They just say je mange, I eat, or I am eating. Je parle, I speak, or je parle, I am speaking. You know, in this context, I am going, or versus I go, they just say je vais. So that was just a little context I wanted to show you. Oui, excusez-moi. Okay. My allergies are a little strong today. Excusez-moi. Let me put them over. Okay. Bon. So this is the concept we're going to be using. So, so I am going to the airport. Numéro 1. We're going to be using the je vais, and then airport, right here, is l'apostrophe. So what is the rule? So we're going to the airport. So we're not going to be worrying about this part right today. We're going to be worrying about this side, the a plus le, la, les, l'apostrophe. So airport in French is apostrophized. It's a masculine. So I don't have the little accent mark, unfortunately. Okay, let me see if I can copy. Très bien. Okay. Okay, bon. So numéro 1, je vais, and then how do we say airport in French? With the contraction, we're using contraction because we're saying to the. Très bien. À l'aéroport. Now, for the sake of time, I'm not going to input these accents, but just know aéroport has a E over. Numéro 2. I am going to the library. So we're going to use that same construct. Je vais. How do we say library in French? La bibliothèque. And you remember that bibliothèque? No, the bibliothèque is feminine, but also that the la definite article does not contract. So you say à la. Je vais à la bibliothèque. Let me see if I can put this. Bon. Bibliothèque. I'm going to the library. Numéro 3. I'm going to the school. Je vais à l'apostrophe. And you know, I'm going to input this. How do we say school in French? École, très bien. Je vais à l'école. Très bien. 4. I am going to the high school. So there's a difference between school and high school. School is like grades 1 through kindergarten through like grade 5. But they do it a little differently in France. They do their levels a little differently. Yeah, but so they break it down kind of like they have lycée, which is high school, and they have collège, which is middle school, and then they have l'école, which is like l'école primaire, which is like primary school. Numéro 4, I'm going to the I was going to say lycée. I'm going to the high school. Je vais, and then how do we say high school in French? High school is masculine. Masculine. So we have A plus le equals au lycée. Très bien. Je vais au lycée. Okay, so I'm going to the high school. Now I'm going to the park. Je vais, and then it's park masculine or feminine? It's masculine. Le parc. So je vais, this is very simple. Je vais au parc. Très bien. 6. I'm going to the church. We're using the je vais, and then we're going to use the contraction above. And then it's église, masculine, feminine, singular, plural. So it's singular, because we have the apostrophe, and it's apostrophized. So just remember that Allah and el apostrophe are the ones that do not contract. So we don't have to worry about putting the contraction. So we just write it how it is. So we do a. L'hôpital. Ah non, not hôpital. Église. À l'église. Je vais à l'église. I'm going to the church. Numéro 7. I'm going to the university. Je vais this is université masculine or feminine? So it's feminine, but that doesn't really matter because it has the l'apostrophe and we just write it how it is. Je vais à l'université. Je vais à l'université. 8. I'm going to the factories. So we're not just talking about one factory here, we're talking about multiple. So we're going to use this construct. Je vais, and then we're going to say, so factory in French we learned is l'usine. Now, if you want to say, what is the feminine plural? There's really no feminine plural, but the plurality of the definite article le, la, les, l'apostrophe is les. So this is what we're going to go aux usines. Oh, I can't spell. Usine. No, that's how you say factories plural. Très bien. 9. I am going to the museums. Now these are going to be using plurality as well, these last 3. So Je vais, and then we're going to be using this au again. Au, because we're talking about even though the definite article here, the doesn't change to singular, plural, or singular or plural in English. In French, it does, because this noun right here, museum, musée, turns plural. So everything has to agree in French. That's the rule with French. French is a very, the grammar has to be spot on. So, je vais au musée. C'est un accent aigu. Au musée. Voilà. And musée is M-U-S-E-E-S with an accent aigu over the first E. Et 10, finalement. Finally. I'm going to the airport. Now, je vais... Now this one uses, je vais... Yeah, wait, this one uses, this is the A l'apostrophe, and even though it doesn't have to agree, you change it to O again, au aéroport. Bon. Très bien. Okay, I hope that this exercise was helpful, and I hope that using these vocabulary was very useful as well. I will be posting this this vocabulary as well as these contractions and this exercise onto the website. I mean, I won't personally, someone else will. Where on Rolla Languages website, on Rolla Languages website, you can find all of our worksheets that we've been working on together each Tuesday and Thursday. They get uploaded onto our website, so you can find tons of worksheets there. If you're interested in learning other languages such as Spanish, or we even have Portuguese going now on Instagram, feel free to take a peek at our Instagram page, Rolla Languages, as well as our Facebook page, as well as our Facebook page here. And if you could like, comment, and share on this video, as well as other videos done by my colleagues, that would be greatly appreciated. And also just a quick reminder that classes are going to be starting for our languages coming up. We have tons of classes in Portuguese and Spanish, a lot of levels, different levels. We even have Chinese, Mandarin. I've taught it in the past. We also have French as well, a few levels of that. So feel free to take a peek at our website and stay tuned to our Facebook page, where we post tons of reminders and events and all that stuff. Yeah, okay. J'espère que vous allez vous passer une bonne journée aujourd'hui. Et excusez-moi pour ça. J'espère que vous allez vous passer une bonne journée aujourd'hui. And I hope that today's lesson was very helpful. All right. If you have any questions, feel free to comment in the page below. Et bonne journée. Au revoir.